give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, man. Let's talk about press conference today, man. I'm super duper behind. Uh, bear with me. All right. Yeah, bear with me, man. I'm behind, man. Came back in town this morning. Had some other stuff I had to take care of. So I'm behind. I wanted to get y'all live tonight. That probably won't happen. I've been up since like 9 or 10 a.m. since yesterday, so I ain't even been asleep. But I'm gonna knock these videos out, bro, and get some sleep, I would guess, right? But appreciate y'all. Keep thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button. Hit the bell icon button, hit on notifications, increase chance notifications. So they had to find a press conference today, man, and you got a lot of buzz. One thing I say about Tank, like, bruh could be the face of boxing. Honestly. I mean, honestly, he could be the face of boxing, and it's right there, literally. All he got to do is fight other top opposition, some of them, and dude gonna be a stud. Dude is he got he got the talent. He just need to fight the premier fights, and the premier fights for him. A lot of that talent is untapped. Some of it is untapped, and some of them is undeveloped. So think about that for a minute. So he's not going in there fighting established fighters like Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, Jamel Charlo, Deontay Wilder, Gennady Golovkin, Canelo Alvarez, Dimitri Bivol. That's not what people asking him. That's not what people asking him. People just say fight Haney. And nobody know how good Devin Haney is or can be. Same thing for Tank. It's a mystery. But, they did some talking, but I think I favor Tank in that press conference, which, ain't going to be nothing, can mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. But I'm going to tell you why I favor Tank in that press conference is because I like the stone cold warning that he's sending. He's sending that boy a stone cold warning. He's not trying to, one thing I like about it, he's not trying to go outside his truth. He's not going to go into a back and forth with Rolly. Neither one of them can talk, but if you say who the better talker between the two, it's Rolly. And Tank just said, you know what? Tank just said, you know what, man? We gonna see. He sent a bone chilling message to him. He not predicting nothing. For the most part, he sound confident. He sound mature. He sound like he been there before. So think about that for a minute. He sound mature and he sound like he been there before. So, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, I like the way he composed himself. He didn't, he ain't try to do something that's outside of his truth. Think about that for a minute. He didn't try to do something that's outside his truth. He's staying right. He's staying right in his truth, which is, you know what, man, I can't out-talk him. But one thing that I am gonna do, is I'm gonna do what I do best. I'm a puncher. I'm a tenacious fighter, and I'm gonna just send a warning. I'm gonna send a bone chilling warning to him. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna send a devastating warning towards him. And he told him in that press conference. He told him straight up and down. He said, "You trash." I'm paraphrasing here. You say you're not that good. You're not good, and we gonna see. He said, "We gonna see." And he said, Rolly said, like yesterday, he said that Tank been that he said Tank been knocked out in the gym, dropped in the gym. We're gonna see tomorrow. All Tank got to do is trust his technique. That's all Tank got to do is trust his technique. That's it. Chin tuck, hands up, and that's never gonna fail you. He said, "Well, Rolly ain't no aqua fighter. He just trash." You know what? I think it might be a little bit between the both of them. You know, so but he right. I think two things could be true. I think he's awkward, and I don't think he's that good of a fighter. There's no offense to Rolly, bro. I'm not being disrespectful. We get up there and say, you know, he only been boxing for 7 years. He got 14 fights, and he's quote unquote a champion, which he's not a champion. But I see what he's saying. He accomplished a lot. Similar to Deontay Wilder. Do I think Deontay Wilder better than him? Absolutely. But like I said before, you know, Rolly is taking on this challenge, and you know, but at the end of the day, amateur pedigree, you know, it's not gonna matter when you get in the ring. You know, it matters, but at the end of the day, you saying it, you know, it's not gonna matter. At the end of the day, whoever wins, and it's billed as a must as a can't miss knockout fight. And I think that's what it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a knockout fight. Is it pay-per-view worthy? Absolutely not. Rolly even headlined his own has Rolly even headlined his own card before? You know, a major network card. I'm not sure, but then again, um, it should be on regular TV, but I understand why it's not on regular TV. I do understand why it's not on regular TV. You want to know why it's not on regular TV? It's because, you know, it don't really matter at the end of the day. Because they're not going to do a whole bunch of viewership. They're not going to do a whole bunch of viewerships on Showtime. They're not going to sell out pay-per-views regardless. So, but, you know, ultimately, I like the way that I like the way that Tank just kept it short, simple, and he said that, you know, he gonna plan on hurting them. So, you know, and we gonna see. And like I said before, this is a fight that's really the intrigue about the fight, other than it's two guys that are gonna get in there and knock each other out. You know, that is true. But the biggest intrigue about this fight, other than the knockout, is, you know, it's simply, is Gervonta Davis gonna stay with PBC, stay with Mayweather Promotions? So that's the intrigue. But as far as the fight, it's gonna deliver. Unless somebody get injured or some Paul Williams and Carmen Cintron type of stuff, it's gonna deliver. You know, and Tank brings he bring a Terrence Crawford like crowd. That's the best I could describe it. Nobody else in boxing bring that type of urban kind of crowd, the energy that they bring. You know, not Errol Spence, not Anthony Joshua, not Canelo. Not saying they crowds are greater, better, superior. I'm just saying that type of crowd that Gervonta Davis and Crawford bring out is just a different type of energy. You know, Rolando Romero is going to be in the Lions Den tomorrow, and the Barclays is Tank's home. He's the home fighter. I mean, and Rolly is, you know, fighter that's predominantly probably fought on the West Coast. This Tank people. Tank said like a joke. It wasn't even funny at the press conference. He said something, and it's people, you know, so Rolly in enemy territory. You know, and you know, I don't think he count on recovering after this. If he lose, I don't think he ever gonna recover. You know, Hardy didn't make a lot of money off boxing regardless. He got other, you know, avenues to make money. But the fight big, definitely bigger. They moved it back, but will it be a smash hit on pay-per-view? No. You know, but you definitely gonna be there. You never been to the Barclays Center. Well, let me tell you the thing about this fight. What makes this fight unique is it's at the Barclays Center, and they crowd is like no other in boxing either. And then it's the Gervonta Tank Davis fight. His crowd is just like no other. So only thing I can really compare, I never been to a Crawford fight, I've been to a Tank fight. Only thing I could really at least compare to just from looking on TV, especially the Barclays Center, is just when Crawford fight, especially fighting Omaha. You know, even when he fought in Vegas with Sean Porter, you know, kind of like Crawford and Gervonta Davis. They got the hood on their back. They bring their cities, they urban. You see, they bring everybody in their city, from the whites, the blacks, the hip hop, the punk. You know, they put their communities on their back, and they community support them. You know, and we ain't even talk about the other people that support, you know, both them guys. So when I look at their fights, you know, it's just no comparison, bro. Nobody else has fights, you know, crowds like them. And Rolly gonna get a big. It's different than fighting in Vegas on the co-feature. It's really like going from, you know, playing, you know, single A to going to the major leagues. It's like going from middle school to the pros. So, you know, he got some adversity. And I think, in my opinion, I think he gonna freeze up. But I like what Tank did at the press conference. You know, I don't think Rolly believed what he's saying. But hopefully, you know, for his sake, he shut me up. And I don't think he believed what he's saying. But hey, it is what it is. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all my social media links in the description. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, hit me up. Check out the Boxers playlist. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Also, if you want to financially support the channel without going through the link tree, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Other than that, man, appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time, Goodfella TV. Let me know what you girls and guys think. One time for the one time. Peace.